Hi everyone, I'm going to assume that most of you know what GitHub is and Git is. Pully is a web server development, it's a management software solution for web servers based on Git and based on polling. So FTP is pretty old-fashioned, it's really old. One of the worst things about FTP is when someone overwrites what you're working on or you overwrite what someone else is working on. And that leads to hours and lost work. That doesn't happen with Git because that's what it's made to counter. So what we did is we made a web manager that maps domains to Git repos. Right now we hosted all of ours on GitHub because that's the easiest, but it's actually set up so you can use any Git repo. So you can use one on your own personal server, on Bitbucket, on GitHub, that kind of thing. So to give you an example of how easy it is to work this, we're going to commit a change here. So this is what the page currently looks like. We even made a website for it, gitpully.com, Git as in G-I-T. It's live. You guys can visit it on your phones right now if you wanted to. So if you guys just noticed, these went red. That means that these two domains are behind the current Git repo. That's because the push I just did, I added a h1 element into this page. So let's, sync it up. So our magical cat is doing its work, syncing it up, and it's all done. So if we are to refresh this page, you'll see that thank you, HackUCI, that I added in. So the wonderful thing about it is, one of the worst things about domains and having them run on different domains on one web server is having to write the virtual hosts. This software actually generates the virtual host file for you and restarts Apache as soon as you add it in. So you set your domain here, your repository URL, and you can even set your branch. And then it'll regenerate the host file, the virtual host file, restart Apache, and it's good to go with a click of a button. Do you guys want me to just do that right now? Okay. Will someone hold this?
No jokes.
That's probably the best joke I've heard all day.
Thank you.
Get it.
So, how about them Lakers?
Go Ducks? No Ducks. No Ducks.
Why don't you explain what he's doing here? Well, I'm done already. So that's how easy it is. I'm going to hit submit, and it's going to start loading it. So I believe testsite.iangageber.com is already set up to point to here. The A host of your domain has to point here. So subdomains as well. So let's do that. And I'm using not master. I'm actually using a different branch. So you guys can actually have a development branch at www2 if you want, and the release branch at www. Submit. So, forgot about that guy. Okay, so now it's doing a lot more work here. It's going to take a bit of time. It has to restart Apache, and that can take a bit of time. But when that's done, we should have a new site. It's cloning down this for this. It's setting up all the virtual hosts and getting everything ready. And here we go. And here's the one we just set up. That's how easy it was. We just set up, we mapped the subdomain, testsite.iangageber.com, to that repo. And that is literally how easy it is. Now the other really awesome feature about this is it can back up databases really easily. So this one has a database associated with it. You can see I've done a lot of backups. You literally only have to hit backup, and it'll back it up to another folder inside the Git repo. It will commit the file, and it will push the file. So now you've got it backed up on GitHub or wherever you're hosting it as well. And then restoring is really easy. It's probably one of the most painful parts of PHP-MyAdmin is restoring that dump that you created. So you literally just click it and you hit restore, and it will load it up. And then what good is a website control panel without the error logs? I mean, that way you don't have to SSH in at all. So we're trying to change the way that you write your web servers and collaborate on web development. And watch this. GetPully.com for updates, because we will be releasing soon for you guys to start developing with it.
Awesome.